the summer, focus switches to the FIFA Club World Cup as 32 clubs from around the globe compete for arguably the most competitive competition around the planet. In each one of these videos, we'll preview one club from around the globe. Who is it? Well, today we're going to preview Monterrey. That's right, folks, back once again with another preview. Today, we're taking a look at one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer spectacular. It is, of course, FIFA's Club World Cup, and we'll get to that in a second. Of course, if you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup, World Football, and, of course, Blackburn Bloody Rovers. We've got it all here under one rooski. In today's video, we're going to do a deep dive into one of the clubs that are taking part in this summer's football spectacular. We'll showcase you that in just a second. What I want to say is a big shout-out to the members. You know who you are. And a big shout-out to the Patreons. You know who you are. But anyway, sit tight. Hold on, and let's get into it. Let's take a look then at Mexican juggernauts. That is Monterrey. That's right, coming into the Club World Cup, representing Concacaf. That's right, of course, expecting a good turnout from Monterrey fans. Of course, being in the Americas, should we say. CF Monterrey are the club. They've been here. They qualified by winning the 2021 Concacaf Champions League. Secured the date on the 14th of March, 2023. So 2 years in the making, if not more than that. They've been at a tournament such as this 6 times in the past, including 2011, 2012, 2013, 2019, and 2021. We'll take a look at the odds, how they're going to do in this competition a little bit later on. But let's take a look at the squad then, shall we, with the goalkeepers on the books here, Esteban and Andre between the sticks, competing alongside some other, actually a couple of Mexican goalkeepers. Into the defensive ranks, we got familiar face Sergio Ramos is here, of course, a Spanish juggernaut, a little bit old in the tooth, but he's there alongside Hector Marino. We've got Gerardo Arteaga as well. So some big names, Luis Reyes as well in the defensive ranks. Into midfield, we've got the likes of Lucas Ocampos for Monterrey, Argentinian juggernaut there, Sergio Canales as well from Spain, Jesus Corona, alongside some other names that are familiar to Monterrey fans. And up top, they got the likes of Germán, Berterame, and Jose Avaldo, in a trio of attacking players. Now, this is, of course, the best players on the books, according to this. Now, some of those names that are featured there might not rank as highly, but Sergio Canales has been the main man with a 7.87 average. Now, that's according to SofaScore throughout the Monterrey campaign. Not too sure or how long or short that is. Sergio Ramos is the second best player on the books, according to Monterrey for them, with Nelson Doriosa in the bronze medal spot there. Now, a typical lineup for Monterrey looks like this. Esteban and Andre between the sticks. Sergio Ramos does wear the captain's armband at a cool 38 years of age. He's joined there in the back there with Stefan Medina, 32 years of age, with Luis Reyes at left back and Ricardo Chavez at right back. Into midfield, they got likes of Jorge Rodriguez, Oliver Torres, Nelson Diosa, and up top they got Lucas Ocampos. Still just 30, still can play some good football. Sergio Canales alongside him on the right-hand side, and Germán Berterame leading the charge for Monterrey. Now, that's a good-looking lineup. Some experience in there, some youth, some pizzazz. Now, this is, of course, their pedigree coming into this. Just the one-time Mexican champion. They won it back in 85 and 86, but they did win the Concacaf Champions League back in 2021, and they'll be here, and they'll be a force to be reckoned with in their respective group. They're managed by legend as well, Martin Demichelis. He's just 44 years of age, got a 1.93 points per match ratio, and their most valuable player is Lucas Ocampos, 30 years of age, left winger, 6.5 million euros. Now, the numbers for Monterrey coming into this, if you can see, that's quite a small graphic, but 73.2 million euros is the average, is the squad's valuation, with a 2.71 average player. Average age is 28.5, with 6 national team players, 4 youth national team players, 8 foreigners on the books. So they'll kick it off on June 17th up against Internazionale over in Group E. That's right. They'll take on River Plate out of Argentina on June 21st, and they'll wrap it up against Argentinian heavyweights Of course, Monterrey will kick it off on June 17th over in Group E as they take on Italian heavyweights Internazionale. They'll then lock horns with River Plate out of Argentina on June 21st, and they'll complete the trio, taking on Ura Reds out of Japan on June 25th. Can they do enough to get out of this? Top 2 qualifier, remember. This is their jersey so far, looking pretty spiffy, if I don't mind me saying. Again, this is what they've been wearing the 24-25 campaign. Again, it might change, of course, but this is what I've got right here, right now, recording this the back end of April. What can we expect from Monterrey? The odds for them to qualify out of the group, difficult group it is 7-2. The odds to win the whole trophy is 250-1. They're not going to be the heavyweights. They're going to be in the final four or something, but they can compete. They can cause some problems. However, I do think they're going to fall short in the group stages in a very, what is competitive looking group there. So I think group exit for Monterrey, but hey, that's just my early door take. I'm sure my predictions or my thoughts on these Mexican juggernauts will change as we come closer to the actual kickoff in June. But till then, let me know your thoughts about them down below. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. Of course, will this club go the distance and lift the trophy at the end of the campaign? Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like, guys. This will be a non-stop shop for FIFA's Club World Cup. We're going to have previews. We're going to have predictions. We're going to have, of course, watch-alongs as well. It's going to be non-stop here over the summer. So make sure you do me a honor, smash the like and smash the subscribe. Until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.